Hello everyone. Today we will explore a plant that is common in our daily lives, the potato. You may have eaten potatoes, but do you know its other names? And how does it grow? Potatoes, also known as spuds, tubers, taters, and yam beans, are annual herbaceous plants that can form underground tubers in the genus Solanum of the nightshade family. Its origin is located in South America's Peru and Central America's Mexico, and it has been cultivated in China for more than 300 years, mainly planted in the northeastern, northern, northwestern, and southwestern regions, with less cultivation in the Central Plains and along the southeast coast. Today we will learn about the potato from its biological characteristics, variety types, planting seasons, and crop rotation arrangements. In this lesson, you will understand the biological characteristics, variety types, planting seasons, and crop rotation arrangements of potatoes, thereby recognizing their growth habits and cultivation techniques. Let's begin with their biological characteristics. Biological characteristics include morphological features, growth cycle, and environmental requirements. Morphological features include roots and stems. Roots include primary roots and rhizomes. Stems include above-ground stems, underground stems, stolons, and tubers. Leaves. Seedlings are mostly single leaves. Later all become odd pinnate compound leaves with hairs and glandular hairs on the leaves. Flowers. Umbel or branched umbel inflorescences. Flowers are bisexual and capable of self-pollination. The fruit is a berry, round in shape, green in color. Their seeds are usually flat near round or oval in shape, light brown in color. What is the growth cycle of potatoes? Let's study it now. The growth cycle of potatoes refers to the number of days from sowing to harvesting. The life of a potato can be roughly divided into 6 growth periods, namely germination period, seedling period, tuber formation period, tuber growth period, starch accumulation period, and maturity and harvest period. 1. The germination period refers to the time from seed germination to seedling emergence. After sowing the seed potatoes, starting from germination, it goes through bud growth and root system formation until the seedlings emerge. During tuber germination, young buds sprout first, with some scale-like small leaves at the top, known as embryonic leaves. Subsequently, the base nodes grow young roots while forming an underground stem with 6 to 8 nodes, differentiating into stolons on which 3 to 6 stolon roots are produced on the sides below. 2. The seedling period refers to the time from seedling emergence, through root development, main stem budding, elongation of stolons, and swelling at the tip of the tuber taking shape. Potato seeds have sufficient nutrition and moisture, forming a large number of roots and embryonic leaves before emerging. After emergence, the roots continue to expand, and the stems and leaves grow rapidly. For most varieties, the stolon elongates 7 to 10 days after emergence, and 5 to 10 days after elongation, the tip starts to swell. At the same time, the plant's apex begins to form the first inflorescence, and lateral branches start to develop. 3. The tuber formation period refers to the period from the initial shape of the tuber to when its diameter reaches 3 to 4 centimeters, which is a key period for determining the number of tubers. 4. The tuber growth period refers to the time from a diameter of 3 to 4 centimeters to when the stems and leaves begin to senesce, which is a crucial period for determining the size of the tuber. From the balance period of dry matter weight between the above-ground and underground parts, it enters the tuber growth period until the stems and leaves start to senesce. During this period, the leaf area reaches its maximum value, and the growth of stems and leaves gradually slows down and stops. The nutrients produced by the above-ground part continuously transport to the tuber, causing the volume and weight of the tuber to continuously increase. 5. The starch accumulation period refers to the time from the senescence of the stems and leaves to when the volume and weight of the tuber no longer increase. The growth characteristic of this period is the translocation of carbohydrates, proteins, and ash from the above-ground part to the tuber, with the daily weight gain of the tuber reaching its maximum value. Starch accumulation continues until all the stems and leaves are completely dead. The technical measure is to keep the roots, stems, and leaves from declining as much as possible, speed up the transfer and accumulation of assimilates into the tuber, and ensure full maturity of the tuber. 6. Maturity and harvest period. In production practice, there is no absolute maturity period for potatoes. The harvest time depends on the production purpose and requirements in crop rotation. When the above-ground stems and leaves turn yellow and wither, and the tuber has fully accumulated starch, it is considered the mature harvest period. Let's take a look at the environmental conditions required for potatoes. Temperature requirements. Potatoes prefer cool and temperate climates, dislike high temperatures, and are sensitive to frost. The optimal temperature for tuber growth and development is 17 to 19 degrees Celsius. The optimal temperature for seedling growth is 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. The most suitable temperature for plant growth is around 21 degrees Celsius. Light requirements. Potatoes like light but can tolerate shade, and short days favor tuber formation and enlargement. Stolons and tubers have photoperiodicity, and exposure to light will inhibit tuber formation, causing the tuber skin to turn green, the solanine content to increase sharply, and the quality to deteriorate. Water requirements. Potatoes require a lot of water but are relatively drought resistant. There needs to be sufficient moisture during the growing period, but too much water in the later stages is not advisable. Fertilizer requirements. Potatoes need a significant amount of potassium, hence it is necessary to apply plenty of organic fertilizer and additional potassium fertilizer. Now let's learn about the varieties of potatoes. 1. Early maturing varieties. From emergence to tuber maturity takes 50 to 70 days. These plants are short with low yield, medium starch content, poor storage ability, and shallow eyes. 2. Medium maturing varieties. From emergence to tuber maturity takes 80 to 90 days. These plants are tall with high yield, higher starch content, good storage ability, and deeper eyes. 3. Late maturing varieties. From emergence to tuber maturity takes more than 100 days. These plants have similar characteristics to medium maturing varieties. Let's continue to learn about the cultivation seasons and crop rotation arrangements for potatoes. Open field cultivation. In single cropping areas with a frost-free period of 100 to 130 days, potatoes can be planted in spring for summer or autumn harvest. In double cropping areas with a frost-free period of more than 200 days, there are 2 planting seasons in spring and autumn respectively. Facility cultivation. In northern regions, facilities such as plastic film, small arch shants, large greenhouses, and glass houses are used for winter and spring potato cultivation. The products are marketed from late April to mid-May, yielding higher economic benefits. In this lesson, we have studied the biological characteristics, variety types, planting seasons, and crop rotation arrangements of potatoes, thereby gaining a deeper understanding of their growth habits and cultivation techniques. As one of China's important food crops, the advancement of potato planting technology is of great significance for improving agricultural productivity and ensuring national food security. After class, please consider the following questions. That concludes today's lesson. Thank you for your attention.